both of them gave out. So as it was lifting, it dropped, but the last two hinges held it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was going to land right on the car.
Nice.
Yeah. Minus 30 some degrees. I was like, oh fuck. Anyways, but thankfully, it did not fall down on my car.
So when you're talking about temperature in this sense, you can't use wind chill, because wind chill is only for living things.
No, this was minus 30. This was like the coldest day that it hit. Like in.
I didn't realize we had a minus 30 this year.
Ottawa. You're in Toronto, buddy.
In Toronto, the coldest I think was like minus 16.
No. We had
I think it's 0 here today in Seattle.
Eat dick.
It was 4 degrees here, so...
Seattle...
Well, today was, I don't know, I walked outside in shorts for a couple minutes.
It's 5 degrees right now.
Celsius for those
Celsius,
who are...
yeah.
Celsius, yeah.
41 for those who are American.
American.
Can't do Celsius. All right. So Phi, then Eldon, then it's Venturin.
Sorry. I want to ready to move out of the way. So when it lands, I'm going to move. By the move. That's the plan.
That's you're using your big brain against the...
That's using the big brain against the bug.
All right, Eldon.
Yeah. I was going to strike the dude that's right here. Oops, right here. This guy.
Okay.
Okay, let's make sure that is not added.
This is another warm Coke, in case anybody's wondering, because I wasn't smart enough to put the Cokes in the fridge.
I actually like my Cokes at like a cooler room temperature. Not 80-degree room temperature, but like a 70-degree room temperature. Pop is not bad at that. 68, which my apartment's at right now, that's a nice temperature for pop.
So scalding.
11 damage.
It's probably because I've got older teeth and they get sensitive to cold things. 11 damage is including damage reduction or using cold iron bullets?
Cold iron.
You're taking off your ammunition, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going down.
11 damage, yeah, that hurt it badly. It's pissed off.
I was like, I'm not going to need your bullets.
Venturin?
Like, yeah, you will.
Venturin is off to go get his longbow.
Demonic giant fly. Yeah, you tricked it. It flies down out of 60 feet. It's trying to be smart, so it's going to go 60 feet away to keep out of land's reach. It then starts to breathe. You're like, hey, where are you going? So this chases. It breathes over Lan and Chase for 8 damage. Reflex save, okay. Lan?
Yep.
Acid hurts.
You fucker.
25.
So you evade?
Yeah.
So Chase is the only one that gets hit?
What's his save?
His reflex save's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes it.
Yeah.
So he takes
4.
He's still angry.
My initiative is now dropped, so I think it goes before me on the next turn, which is the panel 2.
Okay. Chase sends Phi a message in his mind of a big bathtub filled with a milky substance that looks like it's a nice bath. It really looks like a nice bath.
Huh.
You now remember that while demons are telepathic, there are some rare creatures that also are telepathic, and Chase is one of them. Demonic flies. So it acid breath to you guys, and then this last one in the web, still struggling to try to get out with a burst of strength. It doesn't. Icon. Looks like there are some injured folks. Ventarn's spread out too far, though.
Yep.
Over here, you ninny! That's what he's saying. Apparently, he likes to insult people now. Or maybe Chase is rubbing off on him. He's not going to hold person. He's not going to command it. He will use a ray attack on Chase. Chase doesn't know what the hell it is, so Chase is actually trying to dodge this.
Ha!
+8. AC 17 touch.
Might miss. He's pretty small.
Chase's touch AC is 18. So yeah, missed.
Bless and
That-
Bard Song.
Why are you dodging the healing magic? It's good light.
What other kind is there? As he's now pointing a finger back at the evil foe. Lan?
Lan's gonna double move up to him. And I'm threatening. That's all I got.
Okay. With your double move. Okay. Chase will let his Bard Song linger. And he will... While Lan's threatening it, so I think he's going to go concentrate on the other one. He does a flyby.
Boop.
So he'll do the ear-piercing scream halfway through that flight and continue flying like this. Actually, he flies it perfect. So he's going to go 30 feet up, turn on a dime, 30 feet back.
Pacoo!
Doing 3 damage. The thing fails its save and is now dazed.
Well, just stay there then.
He's flying happy, like this kind of weird otter through the air. Fi. You're ready to action with the demon.
5 ready to action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Synchronization.
Eldon.
16 or the other way. Sure, let's just kill this thing. Land's gonna probably attack it. But why risk shit? Let's hit this one.
Okay.
Hit it.
That you did.
I think it just dies. I'm
Depending
doing
on what kind of
D6
ammunition
plus
you're
6.
using.
The other good stuff, 8.
Yeah, it falls to the ground.
I need a lot.
How much good
I
stuff
need
you
a
have
lot
left?
more.
Ventarn,
I have 8 more.
go and fetch your bow.
Ventarn moves and picks up his bow. This shit's expensive and hard to find.
The remaining demonic fly spends the round dazed, taking no actions, which brings us to Phi, Icon, then Lan. Icon will walk up to Chase and do the healing ray for 6.
Oh.
See, told you. Is that yogurt
It's over here.
Huh?
in the tub?
No? Just be careful now on. You're not gonna know what kind of bath you're gonna pour yourself when I'm around.
Huh. Prestidigitation baths it is for now.
Phi, Icon,
Just moves and ducks.
and then Lan. Yep, Lan is...
Lan, is there a way for me to climb on something to try to get a Try to hit the thing. Like if I get
It's
my double
20 feet.
move.
It's 20 feet up, and the wall is a little bit higher than that. You could try to climb the wall and then go into the webs and then muscle your way through the webs, or start climbing up the webs.
Yeah, climb 5 feet up the web and start hitting from below. That'll work.
Okay, so land double moves. Bard Song goes down. Jay seems that this is over. He's having a conversation with Icon, and he's not doing anything. Eldon, from way downtown.
His Bart song's done.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This thing has cover from where you're standing, but it's dazed and grappled. So I think the cover makes up for the dazed and grappled, or the grappled and...
26.
Yeah, you still hit it through the webs. Land was like, how am I going to get up there? And then...
9 damage.
Okay, that's the first damage it took. Then Taran.
Ventaran is going to move forward, and he is readying a smite arrow of doom from downtown. If it escapes from the webs, he's going to keep approaching.
Okay, demonic fly. It's no longer dizzed. And we'll attempt to... Oh, fucking spellcasting and grapples is hard.
Very hard.
No, it's just going to keep on trying to break out.
You should
Not
be
20.
panicking. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
It breaks out of the web.
Does it look like it's flying? No. It
Away?
looks like it's flying to me.
Yeah, it's flying.
Okay, Taran's ready to action goes off.
Okay, ready to smite from... It is evil. It's not an evil outsider, though.
It's not an evil outsider, so no double damage, but... yeah, because no. AC 24, it's actually AC 22 with the range penalty.
Hits. Big glowing arrow from Ventaran.
Nice.
16 damage after damage reduction?
Nice.
Or
Damage
without
reduction.
damage reduction. No damage reduction. Because I smote.
Burn! The thing falls to the ground and lands right at Land's feet. There's no more droning or buzzing.
Scratching. Disgusting.
Next time, can we fight foes that have treasure?
They might actually... Who's good with carving knives? Is anyone good with a carving knife? Turkeys, venison...
Weirdo. Freak me out sometimes.
Well, I think the little acid sack thing would be very useful.
He gets back to pulling on the rope.
Oh no, the whole thing is back down into the hole. He's gonna lift it again.
Oh, that was like 4 rounds or 5 rounds of movement for land. So yeah, he can just move it back up.
Okay.
Yep.
So eventually you guys are able to pull this thing out. I was just seeing how much noise you guys were making in the first few rounds. Yeah, you probably,
There's bugs on the other side of the
need
thing.
someone to. You'd need a lot of time in a proper lab, or you'd need someone who's like an adept hunter to go digging through these creatures.
I know where to find more of them. They're in the spawning area on the other side of the wall.
Eldon asks you. What do you want?
There should be a
In fact,
sack.
you guys have done this before. It's Lan who's the hunter, I think.
Len and actually Eldon.
It's a sack or a gland.
But Eldon's immune to disease.
Yep. Lan's got
Even
the
so, I
plus
wouldn't recommend
10
eating it.
survival. Yeah, he lives in the sewers. Eventually monks become immune to disease, don't they?
poison, isn't it?
Fifth
Oh,
level.
it's disease. Yeah, it's disease.
They get immune to disease, but not magical disease.
Yep. He'll ask El. He'll. Yeah, I'm not touching that.
No,
tell you what I
purity of
caught.
body is including supernatural and magical diseases.
Oh, cool. Then why do they have that distinction? Is there anything that's immune to regular disease but not magic disease?
I think they just make sure that you know that it's supernatural and magical disease.
Because it's weird that that distinction is in there. You'd assume that somebody doesn't have that distinction.
So Lan is gonna tell. He's gonna aid Eldon. But Eldon's the guy doing it.
Okay.
If you want help,
Okay.
do you want it?
Yes, there should be a sack
So
or a gland,
how
and
many?
it should
How
be
many? How many do you want me to
acidity.
do, Marty? One per bug, or
Well, give me a roll for the first one.
Let's, yeah.
22?
Okay, you actually don't butcher the first one, and you seem to find the thing that Lan is, or that Vi is talking about.
Yeah.
You realize that all the flies aren't dead.
Oh, this one's still. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Then once you realize that, I think all the flies are dead.
Oh, well.
It'll take a while to try to harvest from all of these, and some of them have taken significant battle damage that they may not have their glands still intact.
Do they have? Yeah, I don't. We don't want to spend too long. I'd just like 2 or 3 to
Okay.
try.
Give me a D10.
Adam, go for it.
5.
Okay. Within an hour, you guys are able to harvest 5.
Perfect.
Cool.
So 5. What are they called?
Demonic giant fly,
Gland times 5.
digestive acid gland.
Fly. Digestive acid gland times 5.
And that's treasure?
Well, you've got to work on it. Imagine it's like an uncut gemstone just pulled from the earth. You have to clean it up and knock away all the unnecessary bits, like the slime and the ichor.
Ah,
We might be able to do something interesting with it. Do you want to be able to breathe acid once in a while? Something along those lines?
nah.
Oh.
He seems boring. It seems boring to him, and he goes flying into the pit. Icon during that hour will use his little rays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them to heal everyone.
Nice. Captain Topper!
Right? Yeah, he only has 8 of these per day, not 10. I did the math wrong, but still. 2,
Math is sometimes difficult.
3, 4, 5. Shut up.
Oh, Baylor attacks. Ah, shit.
Shit.
But they do an average out of combat of 4 healing per ray, so
That's pretty
it's not
significant.
bad. Yep. Chase is now helping clear that area. Of course, he can't help very, very well.
Okay,
guess
Fi's
then-
going to go work his way down the hole.
Yeah, and I guess Ventaran, after moving the thing, could also move and go down there and move things. You end up clearing an area, and you get the sense. Give me an architecture engineering.
24?
That beneath the foundation of the building, they had a chamber. And the chamber has been... it's roughly a 20-foot cube. And you're just uncovering the top of it. And there doesn't seem to be any ways in from the top.
Is it hollow?
24 with architecture engineering, you suspect that it is a chamber, that it is hollow. The weird thing about the construction of this is that it looks like it's magic built the stone. Whether it was stone shaped into place with tools or with or it was one big block of stone. You're getting the sense that this is like wall of stone to make a perfect cube, and you're getting like abjuration coming from the stone.
This is interesting. This is what we're supposed to find. That's probably what they are supposed to get rid of. It's here. It's a magic stone with a room inside.
That's where they're keeping the friggin' treasure. I know it.
They were cultists. Their treasure might be demons.
Nah, nobody keeps demons for treasure.
I thought you said you've traveled around a lot.
Nope.
Demons keep other demons as treasure.
Nope. There's something better than that in there.
Ventarn is going to try to detect evil through the stone with abjurative magic around it.
No, there's no evil coming from the stone.
I detect nothing. It looks like a weird stone. It's going to take a while to uncover this.
So is this the summoning circle that you thought it was?
Well, it looks more like a cube, but 20 foot. 20 foot. Why is that trimming? Why did it... 20 foot. Is it exactly 20 feet? Let's measure.
Yep.
Why would it be exactly, precisely 20 feet? That is interesting. Does anybody have a way of seeing through the stone?
Eldon looks at your butterfly.
It doesn't. It would need to get through the stone. Clairaudience, clairvoyance. Talking to Icon again. We learned some new stuff. Did you learn clairaudience, clairvoyance?
And those spells are very difficult. Perhaps one day
At least he knows it's a spell now.
I shall grant myself such blessings.
It's not a cleric spell, so yeah, you'd have to grant them to himself. See, we have a scroll of pass wall. Let's just look up pass wall. I'm allowed to look at, or do you want me to roll a spellcraft check to know pass wall?
No, you got the scroll, you know what it does. You've
Perfect.
read it.
Okay, you create a passage through wooden, plaster, stone walls, but not through metal or other harder materials. The passage is 10 feet deep, plus additional 5 feet per 3 caster levels. If the wall's thickness is more than the depth, then it simply makes a little tunnel. The spell can then continue passage to breach very thick walls with multiple castings. Okay. When pass wall ends, creatures within the passage are ejected. Someone passes the spells the pass wall. Dismiss. Okay. Yeah, it'll last for hours. Making an opening in the wall. Like, it'll do the thing that we need right now. And it doesn't say anything about it not being magic walls. It doesn't say
Which spell is this?
pass wall.
Oh yeah.
It's the one invented for our problem.
Lan and Eldon wander over after harvesting those icky glands. Eldon, you're in a disease, so you're fine.
Yep.
So there is the potential, though, that when I try to cast this, something bad could happen instead. Small chance.
Right. Yeah, I'll pull the sling out.
Hopefully it's not that kind of bad thing. We don't know what's in there. It'll be like a surprise. Like a Jack-in-the-Box. Where the little thing pops out. Ha! And everybody smiles with joy. Or we could do this later. I'm just trying to think if there's any way that I could... Sculpt stone is third. We don't have access to thirds. I don't have any scrolls or anything like that. Okay. We... I cast a spell. We get ready and then I try to cast scroll.
Okay. Let me
Really hope there isn't a Baylor inside. That would be terrible.
build a token here.
I will be ready to threaten whatever it is. It doesn't know we cast from scroll. I am a powerful mage. Woogie woogie woogie.
Okay, we'll use that token. That sounds good.
Right. So...
The DC of the caster level check is 1 plus the caster level of the scroll.
So 10. Whew. Alright. And if you roll a 1, bad. Don't roll 1.
And this is the name of... Hey, Ahmed, are you still with us?
Yep.
Jumping Jacks.
Ahmed's chin was cold, that's all.
And the name of the manor was what, again?
Securix?
Nyserian.
Oh. Yes.
Is Nyserian Manorbis. Well, someone needs to get more bullets.
Right.
So, yeah, basically, Ventarin needs some cold iron arrows, and he needs a cold iron bastard sword.
Okay, so you're going to use a scroll that you found in a treasure hoard that is a spell that's well beyond your level called Pass Wall
Yep.
to breach the strange chamber.
Magic super cube.
Okay. Give me your spellcraft check. Somebody's going to try to aid you on this. I think Chase is going to make sure you say it right. It's a spellcraft check? No, it's a caster level
caster
check.
level
I don't
check.
think you can aid on this. No.
Nope.
Remember your abracadabras.
I can use... So if I go wrong, I do have a hero point to make it go less wrong. And it's a +4 after the fact, which is enough that it's a 1 if I... like. Okay. I...
Why you're
spend a hero
fucking...
point to add 4 to my d20 roll.
So
To make it 10.
The DC is what?
9 plus 1 is 10.
And then you use a hero point to
Add 4 to a d20
to
roll.
a d20 roll to make it a 10.
To make it a 10.
So you're like, you almost screwed it up. And,
The magic's going everywhere!
And how big is the breach for the pass wall?
The pass wall makes a breach that is 5 foot by 8 foot by deep enough to get through the surface.
Okay. So
It's enough cash levels it can go all the way through the cube if it's solid.
So there's this really large opening. You can hear the stone moving away and just sort of like giving way. But there's this film of black inky darkness that is blocking your sight.
Icon's daylight? Does that have anything to say about it? Because daylight's just
after an hour of clearing stuff, his
never mind.
daylight's not there. His light spell around his head is not penetrating it, though.
What about dark vision?
Dark vision does not penetrate this.
Detect magic inside.
There is the presence of magic. In the second round, there is one aura. Give me a spellcraft check.
Alright. 15, 16, 17.
Okay, you are detecting the same medium powered abjuration that you were before.
Detect evil down that hole.
The abjuration is coming off of the black energy. The threshold, it's like no light is coming through.
Private sanctum. That's 20 foot cube. Told you there's 20 foot cube meant something. It's a 20 foot cube. Poke my face in.
Okay, who's doing this?
Fi.
Okay, there's a dark chamber and it's just dark and more dark. Can you see in the dark?
It's dark in there, but I think it's dark because it's dark, not dark because it's Ventaran, could you put your head in the hole? He will give the wizard a weird look and then stick his head in the hole.
Okay. There's a chamber inside. The chamber has a stone slab upon which there is a medium-sized body wrapped in a shroud. It's more like a blanket kind of laying on top of him.
There is
a
it lies upon a slab. It is covered in a shroud.
There's a book that looks like it weighs about 300 pounds because it's so big. It's on a stand, and then there is a couple of hooks along one wall, some sets of clothes.
It looks like a weird mortuary.
You see a door, but the door looks like it's like firmly shut. The door is barred from the inside.
Place the hook.
The what? Sorry?
The rope. Place the grappling hook.
Yep.
And is land currently occupied? Oh? He seems occupied. Okay. Do you want to scout or no? It might be a death trap. No, we're on the map.
Oh, I lost him. There we go. Oh, but
There goes.
yep.
I'm alive.
The door is, we'll say, here. And then the slab is on the opposite side.
Okay.
And there's a guy Medium-sized
This
guy
is-
wrapped up in the slab, and then the big-ass book.
Icon, can you cast light on my face?
Yes, I can.
On the inside of my eyelids. Oh, fuck.
But how about on something that is physical? And he reaches at your belt and touches one of your wands and makes one of your wands glow like.
Okay, so Fi's going to pull out the wand and then stick his head and the wand in.
Okay.
Because he wants to see. He doesn't like this descriptive baloney.
Yep. You see the door. After your head crosses through the threshold, you see the door, you see the massive book that's open, you see the guy lying on the slab, and then some hooks along this wall.
Knowledge all the things simultaneously.
Give me Knowledge Arcana.
No, bust her down. 23.
And a Knowledge... Nobility?
Nature? Ability? 26.
Okay. The sigils that are woven onto the shroud are House Nyserian. And these are like the sigils of the founder of the house. It appears that there's a body under the robes.
Is it a... Weird. Oh, I detect magic in the hole. I put the wand... I detect magic and I stick my... I'm now lying on the ground with my face down in the thing. Because before I got abjuration, but I was looking at a wall of abjuration that blocks magic, so...
Okay. There is... actually make a caster level check.
Well, I failed because... 23! It's a divination spell, 24!
Caster the divination must make a caster level check against the DC of 11 plus the caster level.
I fail.
15, 26.
Yeah, no.
Okay, give me a spellcraft check.
21?
The shroud. The shroud is, once you're inside, the shroud is the thing that's blocking detection. And it just seems to be emanating throughout the room.
Okay.
It's like there's somebody underneath the shroud that has a shroud that blocks against divination spells, including locate spells and detect spells. And the shroud is actually, its magic is leaking into the room. Plus, you've got a mage's private sanctum, which you're kind of at the edge of. Yeah. So you're able to detect that when you're outside, but inside it's just like, no, there's no... bullshit that book is not magical, and you could see some runes slowly turning on the book, like...
that's magic. We might have found a really good spell book. And an extra body. We know why the old guy is still alive, sort of. It's in there. Could somebody look to see if it's not... I mean, they've gone through a lot of effort, so there might be traps in there that I cannot detect because it can't get through.
Yeah, we'll get Len in there.
Okay, Len hops into the hole.
Yep.
Does he explode?
Isn't nobody's inside?
There's
Len
a
is.
guy underneath a shroud.
Lan is detecting traps before he jumps in. He's looking for traps.
So he'll look around.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check versus magical traps.
Okay, Phi. Can you help me with the magic?
It doesn't work in there.
Oh, shit. Alright. So land is things plus...
I don't know if I'm not detecting a trap because there's no traps, or if I'm not detecting a trap because I'm not detecting anything.
30.
Okay. 30 is 5th level magic. Wow, you rolled really well. Let me just look up a spell.
You rolled a 19.
Empower NPC. Yeah, I want this spell. Excuse me.
Okay. You don't like the sigils of the book, although you can't really determine what kind of trap it is.
Yeah.
To your eyes, it looks like a bunch of snakes eating their own tails, kind of worming their way amongst a bunch of sigils that are on the book. You're pretty sure if you don't touch the door, you'll be fine. You can see that trap. There is a very powerful electrical trap that is on the door.
If you can get the shroud moved out of the way, then I should be able to detect magical traps through detection. I think. Oh, maybe not.
Alright. He'll
Who knows?
He'll use a spear and pull the shroud off.
Okay, so you're actually like Mission Impossible, hanging from the knotted rope into the room, reaching over the spear, trying to lift the... Touching the spear against the shroud is like you're touching a stone statue and trying to lift off the skin of a stone statue. The shroud is just not moving. It looks like it's dust covered. It looks like it's like physical material, like a really rough kind of hewn magical material, perhaps, but it's just not lifting. Like it's the blanket. It's like.
Oh. See, Marty, here's what happens. Every problem is currently framed around Euchre solutions. Where I just pick up the whole cube and I go back to my mansion and I stick the cube down and we solve it there.
Yeah.
What's going on, says Icon.
I don't know. Just move it. It's just a blanket, dumbass.
You've got Chase actually on your head, telling you what to do, holding on
He's
to your
on that.
horn.
He's sitting on the horn.
Yeah.
You might not want to be right next to me.
No.
Lots of dangerous traps here.
Yeah, I can see him.
Let's see. His perception is +9. Did you tell him about any of the traps, or are you just saying that there's...
There's lots of traps in here.
28.
Yeah.
It's the most confident yeah. Best yeah ever. Yeah.
Alright, that book looks too heavy to move, and if you just move the blanket off the dude, maybe he's got some stuff in his pockets.
No. The book and the blanket are treasure. That man is the solution to a problem many people have posed, but haven't been able to answer. Well,
can't move it. Is there anything in the ground or anything around the blanket itself that will cause a trap?
Not that you see.
All right.
And on the pegs on the wall, there was a robe that is hanging on the wall.
Any magic? Not magic. Sorry. Any traps detected around that?
On the robe?
Or around the rope, the hook or something?
Doesn't look like it.
Does anybody know anything about stasis magic or lore? Could he be sleeping?
You mean
Trying
me
to-
or the dude?
The dude. Could he be trying to like wait out the apocalypse to rise as some new overlord? Maybe he's trying to turn himself into a lich.
Guys, sorry,
That's weird.
My brain's shutting off. I'm fighting.
Fight it longer.
I can't, man. I can't.
You can do
What,
it.
ti- what
Can't
time do you have to
roll.
drive to? What time do you have to drive to Toronto tomorrow?
I'm not driving. No, I'm not driving to Toronto tomorrow. I'm driving to Toronto on Saturday.
Okay. What time are you driving on Saturday?
Oh, I'm not driving. On my Perry is.
What time are you sleeping to Toronto? Okay, I got it.
Hell yeah. Just gonna continue my sleep.
Give me a spellcraft check about the temporal stasis
Okay,
magic.
21.
Nah, you've got a vague idea of what this could be, but
I would expect
You guys,
one
if you guys,
necromancy.
if you want to continue going, I'm more than happy that you guys doing that. I have no issues. Just
Well, it's,
it's happening.
I think that we would be better off putting it on pause
Some of this shit is dangerous.
because we could very easily make somebody not alive anymore.
This shit might blow up. Yeah, this shit might blow up.
yeah. And how long does the pass wall last? It doesn't last forever.
9
right?
hours.
Okay, so you've got a hole here for a considerable amount of time. Keep
So
track of
I'll
where your
probably
spells
do-
are at, and then
Probably just use the spear to get you the cloak.
That's the problem. The cloak is like some weird.
Isn't
Sort
it
of.
hanging? Isn't it hanging somewhere?
No, I thought you said there was a hook where somebody hung a cloak.
Yep.
Oh, is the cloak still
you
there?
were able to fish the cloak off the hook. The black silky kind of cloak with very high collar is
Is there a black robe with a magi or whatever? Oh my god, this guy. We are in the wrong spot. We probably shouldn't be here. Or should we? For the greater good, we drown him. We just fill the whole thing with acid. Wake up out of that.
But the book is too heavy to
300
carry out.
pounds. 300 pounds. No, it's too heavy for the fairy dragon.
Yeah, but you also have that
okay. So
thing
you
that you
fish
can
out the
use.
robes.
You can use the
and-
gem or
and
the
some
scale.
Incredibly like strange material, dark robes. It just screams magic. As
Detect
they're-
magic outside of the, like out in the world.
Okay. They radiate a strong magic that is a blend of all sorts of magics.
Put it on. Okay, I'm saying I'm awake now, you asshole.
Don't put it on. We pack it away very gently.
Okay.
Always good to, if we accidentally wake him up, to have him think we're thieves. Perfect.
Len is still on the rope, the knotted rope.
Eldon, why don't you use the scale to try to get the book? You able to do that?
Let's. 1 second. I think levitate does work on magical objects.
Or it's sitting on the stand. Pick the entire stand up. Or use it on land and let him float in and pick it up.
I will. Well, you can.
Or a
Land
platform
can-
and
land
have
can-
land drop it on the platform and carry it out.
well, the thing is, you said it's very heavy. I will try to levitate just the sheet.
Book explodes.
Okay. So you try to
No.
levitate the shroud is what you're doing?
Yeah, the shroud.
Okay. You stick your head through, you try to use Tarandelev's thing. There's a warbling from Tarandelev's scale and a warbling from the room, but nothing happens. Kind of a
That was so cool. I don't know what it is. Knowledge Arcana?
sure.
19? Where it's like the immovable object and the impassable something or other? We've got a unstoppable force, immovable object?
Yeah, it just seems like whatever it is, the spell levitate cannot affect it. You didn't even rustle the sheet. Like it looks like a shroud over top of him, but
So, could you...
give me a knowledge arcana.
Okay. 21?
The shroud is currently acting as a body slot for the man underneath.
Do slots continue to work if you're dead?
Well, if you're undead, you have body
Well,
slots.
no, I mean if you're no longer a creature.
No, then it would just be a thing on top of you. But
Oh, so it's most definitely alive in some way, shape, or form. Huh.
it might explain why the robes were hung up on a peg.
Yeah, he needs to free up that slot. He's gonna be so pissed. It also means that underneath, we don't want that. Stop poking the sheet.
Why just make sure there's sunlight and open it.
No. We don't know what he is.
Vampire, wizard.
Could you tip his book over? Could you poke it so that it falls down?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Why don't you use So do you have something like a platform or something that you're gonna drop the book on and lift it out? Is that the idea?
I'm going to lift the book itself, I thought.
Isn't the book magical?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
so you're trying to pull the book in as you're leaning in. First, give me an acrobatics check or a climb check as you're trying to get close enough to the book to hook it with your spear.
What's the DC?
Probably with your knotted rope, plus getting along the ceiling, probably 15.
I have a plus 16.
Okay, so he's able to get in there. He's
Go,
pulling with the
monk
spear.
man.
24, not 20. I'm just fuck it. I own.
The book does not want to move.
I don't own. I get owned.
The book just doesn't physically move.
Not a problem. That's a problem.
It's like you should be able to at least bend the spine of the book or maybe some of the pages. It's just there.
It
Firm.
is immovable.
It looks like everything in this room is not moving except for the robes. I don't want it. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Okay, you touch the book.
Yeah, the whole point of tipping it over was so that we couldn't see anything written inside before trying to do something to it. Yeah.
Okay, there's a glowing light from the book as the symbols are turning.
Well, how about we just everybody out of this?
Climb
Yep.
the fuck out.
Light begins to suffuse from the book that comes even out of the hole, and it just sort of glows over the entire area. And I think this is where we will end the game. As the light...
Like the game or the episode?
The episode.
And
you're all dead.
Guys, you're all new shits.
No,
As,
we're...
when the light recedes, you're not going to be exactly where you were a few moments before.
We are going to be in...
Time lapse.
Chattanooga? Time lapse. Oh, God. I'll go visit all of the young adults that are living at my house.
I didn't say when, but I did say where. I'll have a good think about it. Because I was not expecting you guys to be able to breach. For some reason, I thought the 4th level characters couldn't breach a big stone box because they didn't have an Euchre on their team, right? And I didn't think they were going to start mining with like a rock, possibly, a couple of neighborhoods away.
Yep.
But yeah,
Ting, 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 ting.
yeah, you used a powerful scroll to breach a very important place. It was an immovable book. The DC was 30 to move the book.
It's an immovable rod, which is awesome. That's awesome. It's just awesome. It's a movable rod book.
You've got a very powerful robe.
We've got a very powerful robe, but we might have to discuss how the robe got from the hook.
We're your servants here to help you out. Here's your robe, sir.
Right.
Quick! Oh, it's wrinkled. Oh shit!
And then the magic
it.
on the book's pages has now enveloped you.
Yay! The next adventure will be in the book. It'll be what's that stupid movie with Brendan Fraser in it? Penmaster.
All the last words in this session. I
Geomancy.
fucking hate you. The name of this
guy just sort of
episode.
waiting.
Fucking Fi.
Fuck you, bye.
The Breach, the book that would not move.
The book that would not move.
Unexpected.
Hey, look! I have a scroll.
Magic. Whee!
That's good too. I don't know what anything does.
Scrolls and Sanctums. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
And those flies were mean. I think they were CR3 each.
Those flies are bastards, man. They're resistant to everything.
Their DR, their resistances, their acids, their strength. Thankfully, their hit points
their
are
bonus
shit.
hit sucked. That was good.
Yeah.
Their bonus to hits, so yeah, their maneuverability and their acid. That's. I'd play a fly like that.
Are they smart? They're in 10 flies?
Mm-hmm.
You could be the fly campaign.
They'd actually make good sorcerers of all things. Demonic flies.
What are you?
There were
What
CR2s.
having for dinner?
Still.
CR2s broken.
You killed 10 of
What
them.
was the Howler?
Howler was a CR3, maybe?
Yeah, see, the Howler, like, I don't know.
A bunch of those guys. That'd be a problem.
There was a big delta between those two fights. And
Well,
see,
one
here I was-
Howler versus 10 of the other things, right? Had I gone
Right.
8 of the Howlers and 2
Oh,
of the flies, then it would be...
Oh, it's make 10 will saves.
I think it was wisdom damage. Is it penalty or damage? Anyways, it slowly turns you into a crazy man, dropping your wisdom down to like 3 or whatever.
Did you know that there are more wisdom dump stats in this group than in any other group I've ever seen?
Right, because everyone's
Wisdom
like,
dump
charisma!
stat. Dump stat. Fies is mediocre at best.
Lands is probably the highest.
Chase has got a
Lands-
12, Icon's got a 14, maybe?
Oh,
14, yeah.
okay. Never mind. Then we're good. It's just the two paladins.
Hadrian was the high wisdom guy because Inquisitors needed wisdom, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Hadrian was wise. Lan was wise. Oh, never mind. I corrected.
man.
It's just
Let's play again tomorrow.
We're going to a party. party tomorrow, remember.
What time's your party?
We're leaving at 8. And,
All right, I'll get up early.
We'll be back at, yeah, be back at
Not
9.
doing anything tomorrow.